Hello, everyone.
Ding ding a ding ding a ding ding ding
Hey,
ding ding
hey,
ding
hey,
ding ding.
hey,
We
hey,
are
hey,
freezing and
hey,
we're
hey.
having bad reception.
Okay, I'm gonna start the
Bad
Instagram one again because
reception.
that's not working well.
That is not working good. Bad reception.
Hi, everyone on Facebook and YouTube. Happy almost 4th of July. And everyone on Instagram, too.
Start again.
Okay, we're here.
No.
Nope. Okay, we're gonna start
Okay,
over on
we're starting
Instagram.
Instagram over. You're gonna have to slide up and close this whole app. You talk to
Hi,
us.
everyone. Hello, everyone on Facebook and YouTube. I hope you're having a great week this week. It's almost 4th of July. I don't know if anyone's doing anything for 4th of July because there's no, group things being allowed right now. But tell me where you are, where you're at, and what your plans are.
Is it working now?
Yeah, we're live on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're back. For those of you who were here, sorry, I got a phone call at exactly the same time.
And it destroyed everything.
It destroyed everything on my phone.
Scoot it over.
Okay.
Scoot it over.
We're here.
Boom.
Tell me where you are.
Where you at?
Where you are.
Where you at?
What's up? What are your plans for July 4th?
New live stream. Who dis?
Woohoo! Hey Todd, Matthew, Laura, what's up,
Greetings from
everybody?
Chicago.
Hey Stephanie.
New Jersey, Chicago, the Meadowlands.
Awesome.
Greetings from the Meadowlands.
Happy 4th of July.
The
Happy
Meadowlands.
Happy Disney Day, because Disney Plus is showing Hamilton and everyone's very excited.
Central Florida, Berkeley, California, eh?
Let's sing a Fan
Brazil.
Friday. Let's sing a Fan Friday theme song, shall we? Here we go. Happy Fan Friday, everybody. Day. All
It's
right.
an echo.
That's his echo. He made it up. Day. So we have Quinn Boy.
Look at this.
We realized that he didn't even make an appearance last week.
Oh my god.
How could he not even make an appearance?
Oh my god.
Oh, he's here, and he's wearing a shirt from our friend Patrick.
Hi, baby. Hi, Queen baby. Hi, Queen baby.
Steffi, I'm signing up for the camp. Yay! I'm so
Vamos!
happy. Check out his shirt. It says, "Here comes trouble." Even though he's not trouble, he's the world's best, sweetest, calmest prince of dogs.
Yes. Oh, look at this. Hi from Old Bridge. My daughter is using your old vocal coach, Carolyn.
Carolyn Haney. That was her name before
Carolyn
she got
Haney.
married, and now she's something else in her last name. But
now-
Carolyn was my very favorite voice teacher from high school.
And now we're about to have a vocal summer camp. We're going to teach vocal technique. So your daughter should come and train with us for 2 weeks.
Yes. So, yeah, we are actually starting our
what
very
these hands
first
are.
summer singing intensive. It's 2 weeks long.
Bonvet Clinic, we love you.
Bonvet Clinic. Did you see Quinn's here? Hey, Quinn Boy likes to go to the vet there with Bonvet Clinic in New York. We love it there. Quinn loves it there too. He loves his treats.
Hello. Yes. Send us a message. We have been planning for so long on starting a vocal university. We actually may or may not be secretly building a massive online vocal university and an app for you guys to be able to train with from our music studio that we may or may not be building in Brooklyn.
Tell them about what the classes are going to be like.
But this class we're about to do through a website called Lesson Face. They contacted us and we were like, you know what, let's do it. We're going to go in, we're going to start teaching this course and this curriculum that we've been coming up with for so long. And we're going to be doing
Nicole
so much.
is signed up.
We're going to be doing so much stuff. We knew that we had the option of either doing what people often do, which is where they work with people one-on-one and coach them on songs, or we could really give people a deep dive and craft. So it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be 2 weeks long, right?
It's 2 weeks long.
We're
It's
meeting
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's two 45-minute sessions a day. So we have 45 minutes, we have a 10-minute break, we have another 45-minute
It's
session.
basically 90 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays with a 10-minute break.
Yeah, it's 6 hours of training with us, and we're going to do this massive deep dive where Ari and I are going to teach techniques that we have learned, that we have developed, that have worked for us in our careers, singing on Broadway and at Carnegie Hall 3 times. And oh man, that was not a stealth flex.
Oh yeah, it was.
That was not a stealth flex. That was a massive flex. And the Kennedy Center and all the stuff. And so we're doing it, and we are going to teach all kinds of stuff. And we are going to go through. We're going to work on each other. So we're going to demonstrate all the techniques from you. So rather than working with people one at a time, we're going to show everybody everything. We're going to be going through everything live. We're going to take questions at the end. And then the coolest thing is that for the people who take the course, you will have access to the entire course afterwards. So you will have access to all 6 hours of video of training of Ari and I teaching and demonstrating breathing technique, the proper way to warm up, the things that you need to use like an athlete to strengthen in the body, to sing, how to engage the soft palate, resonance, storytelling, everything. We're going to work on performance psychology. We're going to work on like neuroscience about skill acquisition, how to learn faster and more deeply. We're going to go really deep, and we're excited. We've been working on it really hard for a long time.
Okay, so tell us what you guys want to know about singing.
Yeah, what do you want to know about?
Type it in. What are you guys interested in learning about singing? We already have what we want to teach in our classes, but what do you want to learn?
What do you want to learn? What are the age range? My daughter is 13. That's okay. Usually we're starting with people 14 and up because, just to be super frank about what it is, it's easier for people to learn vocal technique after they've gone through puberty, after their hormones have changed, because it's such a different vocal change.
More for boys than
more
for
for
girls.
boys.
Yeah.
So for boys, if there is a 12-year-old boy who's amazing, they're going to have a lot of trouble because they might have an amazing time, but their voice is going to change so much so soon. They're going to have a lot of trouble holding on to that technique. But if your daughter is 13, she's going to have no problem. So she'll do great.
Yes.
She'll do great because her voice is not really going to change. I mean, her voice might darken and round out in her mid-30s, but she'll be great. So it's mainly about when their voice has changed.
Should I put the link up on in the
Yeah.
comments? Okay.
Yeah. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
put the link
find the link
in
here.
the comments. We would love to work with you guys. Besides breath control, I want to try to expand my range. Expanding the range, think about it as a side effect. Expanding your range is a side effect of having good breath control, learning breath support, learning resonance, and learning how to engage the right parts of your vocal folds as you sing, learning how to sing around consonants so that they don't get in the way. Yeah. I'm on a performing arts course, and in my recent singing feedback, I got told I sang too young. How do I change this, please?
Too young.
That is very easy. You drop out of that course.
Ha ha.
You drop out of that course, and you come train with us or other people who do not pretend that their opinions about what voice is supposed to sound like is the same thing as teaching voice based on physiology and the way that the instrument works. There are ways that the instrument works. We can all learn how to sing as athletes. You can do lots of things with the voice, and you can have different sounds, different colors with it, but basically all of our instruments are the same because we're all human beings. So we can all learn how to sing the same way. And oftentimes voice teachers say, oh, your voice sounds too young. It sounds too this, it sounds too that. And they're just telling you about their preference. Like that teacher likes warmer voices.
Yeah.
And so that teacher is going to pretend that a lot of ha or is good technique when not that it's bad technique, but that they might be commenting on their preference. And a lot of teachers are confused and they think that what they like is technique.
That is such an interesting,
avoid that.
An important thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
so important.
there's a lot of teachers who who might not recognize
Their
that
bias.
their bias. They might not recognize their bias. So you want to
Yes.
make sure that you're with somebody who is teaching you about healthy technique and not just trying to change your sound because they want you to sound more like what they like.
Ariel is always being told often, oh, she sounds really young. And I'm told often I sound really young. Also because in America, we have a vocal damage obsession, right? Everybody has an obsession with guys who sound like this. So in films, you see guys generally talk with some version either of like this or like this, where it's like big vocal fry. They don't speak with a lot of resonance.
Yeah, tell them about the Keanu Reeves video we saw.
Yeah, there's a great video about Keanu Reeves, and they talk about Keanu Reeves from when he first started to now. And in his first movies, he's like, no, I just don't know what you mean. No. And then as the movies go on, he's like, I'll tell you, if you don't stop it, I'm gonna stop you. And then it goes on, and his voice like slowly gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And it gets to John Wick when he's like, yeah, you could say I'm back. And it's but with men and women, American popular culture is so obsessed with vocal damage that we're both pretty strong believers that there's an issue that people are so used to associating vocal damage with age that if your voice sounds healthy, they think, oh, you sound so young. You sound so young. And really what they're hearing is that your voice isn't busted, because the last time that they heard somebody who didn't have vocal damage yet, they were 13.
So I have recently been told that if I am doing like a voiceover job or an audition, I was told that I can talk like this if the character is supposed to be a teenager or younger, but if the character is 20s, 30s, I need to deepen my voice.
Yeah, because that's what they're used to hearing.
Because that makes me sound like what people normally sound like when they're 20 or 30. But if I talk like this, they're going to think that I am a teenager or even 10 years old.
Yeah, because people have that bias. They think that people as they age get vocal damage, so they're like, oh, you don't sound like you're an adult. But really, it's all nonsense. Your voice really only changes like kind of 3 times. It changes when you go through puberty because of your hormones. Then it changes again in like your mid-30s because there's some cartilages in your throat that finish hardening. So for men and women, the voice gets a little bit bigger and a little bit darker. And if you fight it, you'll get injured. And if you go with it, your voice will just sound more like, ah, as you get older. And then as people age, they start to get some atrophy of the muscles, and they start to get thinning of the muscles, and they start to bow the vocal cords. And that's why old people oftentimes sound like this, because they get breathier. But the cartilage thing only happens for, like, you only notice that if you're a singer.
Alan says his aunt is 91, but she sounds young. That's great.
Yeah. People that have that atrophy, that happens when they're older. But when people think, oh yeah, when you're getting out of, like, if you're in high school, and then by the time that you're in your late 20s or 30s, like, wow, you don't sound mature. They're literally not talking anything about health or having your best interest in heart. They're talking about that they're used to people talking like this.
Yeah. Oh, let's get into some questions now.
What other
See
questions?
what we have here.
What other questions? Hey.
What was the process of us putting together the course for our summer singing camp?
Oh, we've been working, right? You go.
Well, we were recently on a road trip.
Yeah.
And, Pariah Jewelry, I love your jewelry. Hello, thanks for being here today. I love all of your jewelry. Well, JJ and I are teaching a summer singing camp soon, and we were asked, what is the process of putting together our course? So we were recently on a road trip together, and we were trying to think of, we actually made a list, and we brainstormed, and we made a list of all of the things that have helped us as singers. All of the technical things that we actually think about while we're singing and while we're practicing and while we're rehearsing. Different things that different concepts and things that we have learned throughout our entire careers as singers, since taking lessons as a kid up until
Still training.
still today, and performing 8 shows a week on Broadway. And every show that I perform on Broadway, there are definitely shows I come home and I say, hey, I discovered this new thing on stage
Not
today.
definitely shows every day. Ari and I are such a vocal nerd. We literally wake up in the morning, and we're like, oh.
Trying all the things.
Yeah.
Anatomy of the face, anatomy of the inside of the throat.
We wake up, we start warming up. We're warming up throughout the day. We're walking around singing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my warm-ups in my training. She's doing her training. She's coming up to me throughout the day saying, hey, try this thing. I have a tip for you. And I'm like, give me the fire. Inject it into my brain. And then she does it, and I train it. And then also she's doing stuff, and I'm like, I got some thunder for you. And I go and I drop it. She's like, give me that fire. And then all the time, so she goes, if she does shows, she's in a show, she comes back and she's like, I put that thing in Aladdin, and guess what? It helped here, but guess what? Also this. And I'm like, amazing. And if I'm in a show, I do the same thing.
Yeah, so we have been constantly talking to each other about the things that help us along the way and what we're discovering in our singing journey.
Yes.
So the other several months ago, we were making a list of all of the things that help us. And then we decided, okay, well, what are the things that a beginner would need to know? What are the foundational things that a beginner would need to know? And then what is the next level above that? And how can we layer these things and teach them in a way that's helpful and, beneficial for people of all levels, but so that they, are in alignment with what comes before, so that they could just get better at, even if they might know some stuff, they might not know other stuff. So, because I've studied with countless voice teachers, so many professional Broadway and
like
classical
Tony-winning
teachers.
Yeah, me
so
too.
many, and still I find techniques and discoveries on my own that I was never taught. So for that reason, we decided, let's put all of this together and figure out a way that we can teach it to people to help them get to where they want to be even faster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We have a great question from Alan. He wants to know on Facebook, is there a story to the design of your wedding rings?
Cha.
So for everybody who doesn't know, we were just married in March.
Yes, Katie, come sing with us. Get out of singing with this person who tells you you're too young. You don't sound too young. You sound like you. You sound lit. You sound great. All you have to do is learn how to use your instrument as powerfully as you can. You know who sounds like everybody else?
Everybody else.
Everybody else. Sing like you. Mm-hmm. Sing like you.
Yeah, so the Singing Summer Camp is, there's a link in my profile.
Oh, there's a cap though. There's a cap though. We already have a lot of people signed up.
Yes.
How many people are there total?
I don't know.
30, I think.
Yeah. We have several people already signed up.
Yeah, we already have a lot signed up.
So sign up while you can.
Yeah, if you guys want to train with us.
But you can be anywhere in the world to sign up because it's online.
Mm-hmm. And it's limited to 30 people. I don't know how many spaces there are. Luft.
Okay, Alan, our wedding rings. JJ created this one.
Oh,
hello. Hello.
Oh, did
it's
I?
It's a beautiful wedding ring.
Oh, show it to them close. Show them it in the lights.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's the bling.
It's hard to see. It's not focusing right.
Oh.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Put it next to your face. Put it on your face. Because it's focused on your face. Okay, turn. It captures too much blue.
It's hard to see. I'll take it out because you could see through it even better. See?
Ooh,
there it is. That's
hey,
the wedding ring. That's my wedding ring.
Okay, show it to them. Show it to them
JJ
over here.
designed it.
1, 2, 3. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, bing, ding, ding, ding. I have to tap it.
Is that right? I'm in the frame.
Yeah, hang on. Stay still.
We're showing the Instagram people now.
Okay, get close. Get close.
Oh, even more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get ready. Get ready. We're gonna
so
find it.
JJ created this ring. It's
I'm gonna find it.
Beautiful. Everyone thinks it's Art Deco, but it's not. It was actually designed.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
By a Cuban artisan, because he's Cuban. And it's
Havana,
a diamond,
whoa.
but it's surrounded by white sapphires.
Why is
Because
that?
a sapphire is my birthstone. I was born in September.
Sapphire.
And so it looks like diamonds around the outside, but it's white sapphires, which is cool.
Birthstone.
Yeah. And then his ring.
Oh, that's not it. I saw one that was similar to it because I knew I wanted to get her something special. And when I saw it, I was gonna get it. So I sent a picture to, yeah, exactly. Nicole said, we are not worthy to see its beauty in full clarity. That's right. It's like Mjolnir. It's like Thor's
September,
hammer.
baby.
It says on the inside, only those who are worthy shall see it. And your vision gets blurry if you look upon it.
Sapphires come in all different colors. Google it.
Yeah, but so I was going to get it. And my dad was like, no, I got a ring guy. And I was like, that's the most Cuban thing I've ever heard. And he was like, I got a ring guy. So he, put me in touch with his ring guy, and they got basically a team of artisans together to build it custom, and we actually went through a few different versions of it.
Yeah.
Well, we did. We went through a few different versions.
I saw the first version, and then
we went through another version of it, and then this is
the
it.
first one didn't last very long.
Well, don't worry about it. We went through a few different versions and designs of it that are slightly different, and that was this one, and then this was mine.
All right, he's showing his wedding ring now.
I need to take it off? Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to turn a light on here for you.
Step into the light.
Okay. All right. JJ's wedding ring was designed by me and my friend Angel Pie, who is the creator of a jewelry design company called Illumin Designs. Like the word illuminate, but without the 8. Illumin Designs. And she helped me create this ring. It's not focusing there.
You're
Go to this one.
You're not focusing there.
So
I don't know. I'm doing the Beauty and the Beast song.
tell them what's on it.
Da da da. Dude, I can't. I'm doing the Beauty and the Beast song. You have to do it.
So his wedding ring looks like a yin yang, but instead of a normal yin yang, it's made by a dragon and a phoenix that are holding each other in an embrace. My precious. Yeah. So the cool thing about it is the dragon's tail actually goes around the bottom of the ring, all the way around the bottom and up the other side. So the dragon goes around the whole side, and then the phoenix comes around on the top half and is holding the dragon in its wings.
Here's the head, and the dragon goes all the way around, and then here's the phoenix. If I turn it the other way, there's the head of the phoenix right there, and then there's its wing. It's holding the dragon, and because dragon and phoenix are supposed to be the ultimate expression of yang and yin energy, hard and soft energy, balance, ultimate destructive power, and ultimate power of life and recreation, and that if the two of those can be into a perfect balance, it's supposed to be the most eternal union. So the dragon would be me.
And that's the answer to your question.
She's the phoenix.
Alan, that is the answer to our question about our wedding rings.
What was it like performing at Epcot?
All right, Adam asked, what was it like performing at Epcot? What was your favorite Disney ride? Okay, so yeah, I got to sing at Epcot with my brother, Adam Jacobs, and we sang there for 2 weeks. We did a full concert in the American Pavilion, that big stage, and it was so fun. We got to sing all these great Disney songs. The coolest part, I guess, was being right there, right on Epcot Lake for the fireworks every night.
Oh yeah, we got the VIP seating.
Every single night, right after our final show, because we had 3 concerts every night. But after the final one, we would walk down to the lake and they would do the fireworks show right in front of us, which was awesome.
And we also had like badges that made us feel like we were in Men in Black. Because you could walk around Disney and then they treated them very well. So we'd get there and they'd be like, we went to when we went and used the passes that they gave us because she performed there, we went to the Star Wars land. And the Millennium Falcon has this 3.5 hour wait to go and get into the Millennium Falcon, right? And there is no fast pass. It doesn't exist. You can't buy it. You can't sign up. But there's a line. And there's a line. So we went up and we asked the people, we said, hey, we'd like to get into the Fast Pass here. And then they were like, there's no Fast Pass. And we're like, why is the Fast Pass line here? And they were like, I don't know. And then we were like, here, look, we have this thing to sign up. And they were like,
I guess it works.
I guess you have a Fast Pass?
Because they have a scanner, so they could scan it and say, I guess it works, go ahead.
Only we had the Fast Pass. So we literally sprinted through this empty thing, just completely corrupt with power.
3 times.
Like, and then eventually we're gonna get to the front, and they were like, and you guys are gonna be mechanics this time. And we're like, no, we're Han and Chewie. We would like to fly the ship. And they were like, yes, Han and Chewie. Step to the side. And then they went to the next thing, and they were like, Han and Chewie, right up flying. And we were like, yeah, thanks. That's us, actually.
Hey, cousin. Hey, Evan.
It was insane. We got so corrupted with power.
Yes.
With power.
Let's see if we have any other questions.
Flight of Passage
on Disney World. Flight of Passage and Avatar.
We run to the front of that line.
Except, okay, it makes me a little nauseous, all the 3D flying thing. I like the floating one. The river cruise.
What's nice about that, though, is that because she doesn't do that, we have extra flights for Flight of Passage for me.
It's so weird, you guys. I'm not a person who gets motion sickness on roller coasters. I love roller coasters, but for some reason I put on those 3D glasses and that screen is sending me through space with
roller
those
coasters.
And I hated it. But Soarin' I like. We love Soarin'.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roller coasters are. Hi, cousin. Hang on. Let's bring up this questione.
Okay, we have a question over here on Facebook.
Daniel Teasdale asks, obviously, you guys are interested in coaching / mentoring other artists, but what other aspects of the performing arts industry would you like to have a go at if you had the opportunity? I don't know what EG means.
For example?
For example,
Directing.
directing,
Writing.
composing, etc.
Composing.
I would like to write and I would like to direct. A lot of the stuff that I want to star in, I also want to direct. So I'm gonna get my Ben Affleck on.
Yeah, he's an incredible writer.
Thanks.
And an incredible director.
Thanks.
And an incredible actor. So
First and foremost,
he will be doing all of those things.
Oh, JJ, you clearly love roller coasters. Yeah, I love roller coasters.
I think that composing, no. Although I do like to write melodies and stuff sometimes. I wrote
Who wrote the Fan Friday song?
I wrote the Fan Friday song.
Who wrote the rap?
You did. I think maybe I could see myself potentially like assistant directing somebody because I have grand ideas for things, but I don't know if I'm the point person to hold it all together.
Well, you could. It would just be. You'd be a style of director, right? Like
Potentially.
directors don't all need to be one thing. They just need to have a vision and get other people on the team that can do the other stuff.
That's true. Find the people who are good at the things you're not good at. That's what we have talked about.
Yeah, that's number one.
You don't have to be good at everything.
Oh, cinematography.
He's good at cinematography too. JJ can do everything.
I am good. Well,
Speaking of, do you want to sing them a song?
or do you want to sing them a song?
Okay, I'll sing them a song.
Or
Oh,
I can sing them a song.
I don't know. Let's try. Let's try the song that I just.
Who's gonna sing first?
I'll sing first.
All right.
Where's your microphone?
JJ is gonna be the next Batman if a new movie comes out. From your mouth
So we
to the
decided.
hands of God.
Yes, JJ is Batman in real life.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
also decided.
we've never been seen in the same place.
That is saying something. We wanted to celebrate July 4th by celebrating some of America's greatest composers.
Yeah, American culture. We're thinking about July 4th. So wanting to celebrate American culture, obviously being artists, one of the most important things to us is the American songbook. And growing up, I don't know if you guys know, I play like 9 instruments or
He
something.
plays all of the saxophones.
I play like 9 instruments, but I've grown up being a jazz musician, and jazz was my world before theater was, followed by theater. And those are two of the great American art forms. And one of the cool things about jazz is that there's so much in it. There's stuff in it that comes from blues. There's stuff in it that comes from rock and roll. There's stuff in it that comes from swing. There's stuff in it that comes from mambo and from Latin American culture and from like Afro-Cuban culture and from salsa. And there's stuff in there that comes from American soul culture, from gospel. And all of these different American art forms came together with art forms like Afro-Cuban art forms and South American art forms and mambo and all these different things and soul and gospel, and it came together, and swing, and came together to be this totally new genre of music. That's also where musical theater comes out of.
Yeah,
is
so
jazz.
Shaylin wants to say that he plays all the saxes too, and thoughts on how to keep that in your life as a performer and a musician.
What do you mean?
How to keep jazz in your life as a performer and a musician.
I would love to answer that question. Please ask it in more detail, and then we will go in after Ariel sings a song gay.
I'm going to sing a song that I actually sang in high school E. And when I was in high school, I got to be in the musical Crazy for You. And I didn't realize until today that the songs in Crazy for You were not written for the show. JJ says it's a jukebox musical.
Yeah, the jukebox.
So this is a song that they placed in the show. And
Yeah, well, back then, there's the Great American Songbook. Like Cole Porter and the Gershwins were so popular that they just made happy musical comedies that were basically rom-coms, musical rom-coms out of their shows, and that's why there's so many different versions. I mean, it wasn't really until the Gershwins did like Summertime, or did Porgy and Bess, and started writing stuff like Summertime, that people were like, oh, there's actually an opportunity to do something else here, and that came out of operetta and stuff, and also
okay, yeah, because he knows a lot of musical theater and everything history.
yeah. In the year 1903, the American Songbook was born.
Okay, here we go.
Then I am Joey Carajo, and I'm doing a presentation on the Great American Songbook, the Great American Songbook. I fly away!
Come back.
What?
Come back to the instrumental break.
Okay.
Days can be sunny with never a sigh. Don't need what money can buy. Birds in the trees sing their day full of song. Why shouldn't we sing along? I'm chipper all the day, happy with my lot. How do I get that way? Look at what I got. I've got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trevor, I don't mind him, you won't find him around my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. Instrumental break. Let's do the Charleston. I wish you could see our feet right now. Woohoo! Hey! And dance along with us, everybody. Hey, hey! Woo! I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trevor, I don't mind him, you won't find him hanging around my front and back door. Yay!
Okay, wait. Is there anybody else on Facebook, or am I the only one? It's fun to watch. You guys are using a lot of good sound to save all the great posts I added. I don't know what you're saying. I love you, Jenny Brown. She loves you. She loves Disneyland.
Thanks, Alan. Thanks for loving our song.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I just had I took the cardio catch up.
I liked your dance break.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know I could do that dance, but I went in.
Speaking of all of the things that JJ is really good at, and speaking of jazz, because JJ's really good at jazz, I was going to ask if he could give us a little help and guidance with how to sing that song or any jazz song.
Oh, sure.
Because there's a lot of like swing and like different
Yeah,
things you could do to
swing.
jazz it up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how do you jazz up a song like that?
Okay. So if you think about let's do like a blues scale, which is dun 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 dun. Sorry, we got this question. Shaylin Braun, I'm studying musical theater in college, but I also want to keep playing jazz, maybe in a pit or something. Is there a way to balance pursuing acting and music? Will you put a button on that?
Yes.
We will come back and answer that right after, okay? Okay, so if you go, so if we think eighth notes,
Can't do that.
right? They go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and zoom down, doom down, doom doom doom, zoom doom 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 doom. So we speed it up. Zoom doom 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 doom, zoom doom 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 doom. Speed it up. Zoom doom 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 doom. So up until jazz and swing came around,
We can talk in here.
things were not being swung. And when things started being swung, they started playing the eighth note differently, right? And it basically started being a rhythm. It's hard to write out, but it's easy to feel it, right? Which is instead of saying 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it became 1 and 2, and I'm gonna switch now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it became zoom da dum da dum da da, zoom doo 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 doo, so doo 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 doo. So when you start applying that to something, a big thing when we were on tour singing with Marsalis, he used to talk about that a lot of jazz is the swing comes from that you need to try and find the percussion in the vocals. So I remember he was teaching it on this song where the line was saying, can you get your mic?
Oh, a different one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And can you turn on this one a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I want to be able to talk into this a bit loud, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, look at me. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's mic 1, so turn it on the top. 1, can you keep eyes on me so I can finish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Right?
That wasn't it. Go ahead, do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Thank you. A little more up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Nice. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Want to make sure the mic is great for you guys, so you guys can hear everything great. But he was doing a song that was saying, it was going back and forth, two groups of people saying, "Oh glory be." Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Do 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 do, oh glory
Oh.
be.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do. Right, sing, "Oh glory be, oh 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 glory be." Do you remember that? So
Yeah.
do you want to do the main one, or do you
Yeah,
want to do the
main
pickup?
one.
I need to do the main one because you can't do the
I
thing I
don't know
want
if
to
I
do.
remember the pickup.
So watch this. Ready? So you do the main one, I'll do the pickup, and then we'll get back into it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Glory be, oh 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 glory be.
Right. So he was
So hard, you
he
guys.
was talking about how I remember he came in and talked about how people were doing this. Go on. Do that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh glory be, 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 oh glory be.
Great. So that is what's written on paper, right? But that's not turning it into jazz. And Witten did the most amazing thing, because he's not a singer, but because he's probably the world's best jazz musician. He was like, you need to find like what the rhythm section is doing, right? So it's not bum 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 bum. It's not jazz. That's classical music, right? So he was like, it's not oh glory be, oh glory be, oh glory be. And he started shifting it, and this is what he did. And it's the best way to understand singing jazz I can think of. Glory be, oh glory be, oh glory be, oh glory be, and all of that rhythm in it, a lot of it comes from the fact that swing was highly influenced. It's in a big extent, it's African American music and influenced by Afro-Cuban music and by Afro-Latin jazz and big band music like mambo in South America. And all of that music has such deep, intricate rhythms inside of it. So when you're getting into singing things like swing, you always need to think about what are the horns doing and what's the rhythm section doing, right? So if you say, what are the lyrics?
I got rhythm.
I got rhythm.
I got music.
I got music.
I got my man.
And who can ask for
anything
right?
more?
You say 1, 2, 3, 4. I got rhythm. I've got music. I gotta make the guy. I got rhythm. I've got music. I've got my man. Who can ask for anything more? That's like jazz-ish, but not really. So if you think about the horns going boom took it down boom 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 zoom bow zoom bow zoom boom zoom bow zoom bow zoom 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 bow zoom down zoom get on boom 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 zoom bow zoom 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 boom ga boom ga zoom zoom ga boom 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 ga zoom boom. So if you think about that and you try and put that into the singing, right? Say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who can ask for anything more. I got no doubt, do da da da, do 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 do. I can ask for anything more. Oh man, trouble, you won't mind him, you won't find him. And so, like,
Nice.
you always have to try and find
That's
the rhythm.
swing, right?
And that's swing, yeah.
That is swing.
Yeah, it's swing.
So that is a little jazz lesson.
American
Woo!
music, American culture,
I love it. I love it.
jazz.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's a good tip. So always try to listen to what the percussion is doing, what the drums are doing, what the horns are doing, percussively specifically.
Yeah,
And then
percussively. What's the
whatever-
rhythm section doing?
Yeah, whatever the percussiveness is in the music, see if you could do that with your voice too.
Yeah, yeah. If the horn's going, if that isn't finding its way into what you're doing, right? Like if they were saying, do that, and like at the end, it's saying, ask for anything more, right? Do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ari, lost the beat, so we're gonna skip this thing. There are no jokes coming. Today's about jazz. Needy, don't be thirsty with your jokes. Tell one joke. 1, 2, 3.
What do you call a bee that comes back to life?
What do you call a bee that comes back to life?
A zombie.
Should I sing that song?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. JJ's going to sing a song for
Should
you
I
now.
should I answer the question first that we got?
Yes. We
go
had a
back to-
question. How do you balance being a musician and
Yeah.
an actor?
Yeah. That's fine. Shaylin Braun said, I'm studying musical theater in college, but I also want to keep playing the jazz, maybe in a pit or something. Is there a way to balance?
Jazz.
Oh, I'm just being silly.
I just want them to know what the question is.
Is there a way to balance pursuing acting and music? Yeah, I will say being a pit musician is a full-time job.
It is a full-time
It is a
job.
full-time job. That's a small world, and that world is based on who knows who. So people in that world, the way you get into it is that, let's say you become friends and you ask, can I go sit in this pit? And you start watching, because everybody who's in a pit, they need subs, they need substitutes who will go in and cover for them while they go out to do other jobs, to record albums and to be professional musicians outside of their pit life. So they each have a few covers, and if you get into being that cover, eventually, usually whoever's done the most shows is probably going to take on that spot for that musician.
If that person ever leaves.
If that person ever leaves, which often they don't. Oftentimes a musician will stay for the entire run of the show. So that is a full-time life. If you want to be a Broadway pit musician, be aware. I guess it's possible.
But you couldn't do it at the same time.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like saying don't, because you could be the first, but you would be the first. If you want to try and find out how to balance being, see, this is why I asked you to ask, because I thought if you meant how do you keep the spirit of jazz in your life, and I always say I want to be a jazz actor, a jazz artist, jazz martial artist, jazz athlete, jazz life. Like jazz life is a tattoo I would get.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, jazz everything.
It just means don't be so controlling of everything. Jazz life.
Yeah, I mean, it means like you don't
go with the flow.
You might not decide the chord changes, but you still got to play your own song.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you gotta just hang in the vibe and play your song. But so I'm glad that you meant that I asked to see what you meant.
But we should also explain that in modern day Broadway, there are a lot of shows now where they're asking the actors and performers to play their own instruments. So being able to play an instrument, especially in a jazz style that might not be what normal, other musicians might play.
Yeah.
That's going to open up a lot of doors for you as a performer. So don't stop being a musician ever. Yeah,
and like, for example, to this day, even though I do play piano, I never learned like the intervals vocally, so I can't sight read stuff. I probably can sight read stuff vocally pretty well, and I do, and I learn stuff quickly, but it's because I think about it. I'm still thinking about, when I'm learning a new score, first day of rehearsal, if I'm the lead in a musical, I'm playing it on sax in my mind, and imagining what it sounds like, and then I'm playing what I hear in the sax.
Yeah. Whenever he starts to learn a piece of music, I see his fingers going like this because he's playing the sax in his mind.
Yeah, because saxophone is the
Wait,
root.
let's hear you sing a song.
Great.
He's gonna sing a song that is another American classic.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing a song, and here's the thing. So we just did swing. Now we're gonna do a kind of different kind of jazz. We're gonna go into Sarah Vaughan jazz world. I'm going to sing a song called Misty, also because my voice feels a little bit janky today. It feels a little wonk, right? And because it feels a little wonk, this is a perfect kind of song to sing, because one of the things about jazz that made it different from kind of classical operetta was that there wasn't a focus on perfection. There was a focus on like, hey, where are you? And what can you do with it? Because it came out of soul and it came out of gospel. So it's just like, hey, work with what you have today. And so this is a different kind. When jazz kind of started switching from being in front of like swing, big bands, to being singers being considered like vocal jazz musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said musicialists. I don't know why.
Musicialists.
Not a word.
Ariel's new Instagram bio is musicialist.
Okay.
Professional.
Instrumentalist, musician, and together.
Professional musicialist.
Go. Sing your song.
There's no thing.
No, it's a cappella, you said.
Yeah. What key should I do it? Da da da.
Yeah.
Da da da. Da da da. Da. Let's find out. Oh. Okay, I got it. You ready? We're gonna do it. I'm gonna sing this song. Y'all, look at me. Look at me. Well, I'm gonna pick a different one. Da 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 da. That's nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, look at me. Look
at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. Why do I get so misty? Just holding your hand. You walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or is that just the sound of your hello? That music I hear, I get misty the moment that you are near. An hour you can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Haven't you noticed what's the next thing? What are the next words? That's just what I want you to do.
I'm hopelessly lost just 'cause I'm falling.
Yo, what are the next words? But I'm just what I want you to do. Haven't you noticed how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. But I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hand from my glove. I get misty and too much in love. I get misty and too much in love. Hey! I think that's how the song goes. I made up a key change, and I'm going to tell you why I made up a key change. This is the magic of jazz. Full on, I didn't remember how a transition in the song went, so I was like, I'm going to invent a key change here.
That was amazing. Look at that. They loved it.
Thanks, y'all. I full on did not know.
Yes, those riffs.
What did people say? What did you say?
Oh my God, our neighbor Smiley, he said, I miss hearing y'all sing when I'm at the elevator.
We love you, Smiley. You make us smiley. I
Wow,
love it.
you
I love it.
sounded so good.
Who is?
You.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Ah,
Beautiful.
amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all your sweet comments, everybody.
Fantastico.
Exactly. That's jazz. Nicole said, when you can't remember what's the next, invent a key change. That's jazz, though.
That's jazz.
And I'll tell you what. Is that one of the reasons I chose to sing that song a cappella? Yeah. Yeah. Because I didn't know how the song went. And I thought, all right, what would be a key change I could do? And I was like, I'm going to do this really high one. Oh, that's funny.
Awesome.
I would love to sing with you guys sometime. Come to our camp, El Jordano.
Yes, go
How many
to,
times do we have to say it? Bruh,
Go
come
to
our
my Instagram page, click on the link, and you get the sign up for our singing
study.
camp.
Come
it's
sing.
called The Invisible Voice. No, The Invisible Instrument. Demystifying the voice.
Try again.
It's called The Invisible Instrument, Demystifying the Voice.
The invisible instrument. Demystifying the voice.
Thanks for staying for our Fan Friday this week. We're going to sing a little Fan Friday theme song. We'll see you here every Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
Let's go.
And we'll sing a little Friday theme song to take it out. All right. You know the words? You can sing along with us.
Hey.
Here we go.
Hey.
Friday, Friday,
Nah.
Friday.
Start it again. That was Jane.
Here we go.
Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's
Friday, Friday.
It's
Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's Friday,
Friday.
Let's have some fun
Friday,
now.
Friday. It's Friday,
With the fans on Friday, Friday, Friday. It's Friday,
It's
Happy Fan Friday, you guys. Please have a fantastic July 4th. Have a great holiday with your family and your friends. Wear a mask if you see people, okay?
Hang on, we actually did get one question now, and I'm going to answer it. Hang on.
Okay then.
Ready? Adam Wallace said, do you have a scholarship for one lucky person? Do we have a scholarship opportunity for one lucky person to come take our camp? And the answer is no. But here's what we do have.
We did say that there is multiple price points because we don't want the price, which is super affordable, by the way. How much is the suggested price?
The suggested price for 6 hours of singing lessons with us
Yeah.
is only $2.99.
Yeah, it's $299. Let's call it a solid $300, even though it's $299, right? So it's $300. How much is it for 1 hour for a master class with us in person?
$500.
Yeah, it's $1,000 for me to show up places.
So, but we have actually different pricing points on the
But
website. You'll see.
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. It's $500 for her to go someplace. It's $1,000 for me to go someplace, and normally they don't get footage of it, right?
No.
So from
never.
this is $300
$300.
for 6 hours of training with us, and you get to keep all 6 hours of the footage. So if you can pay the $300, you should, because that is us giving a discount. However, we also, for anybody who literally doesn't have that, we also did give, but there's an honesty policy, so please be honorable and be honest. We have a minimum class price. What is that?
The minimum class price is $99.
$99. So it is $99.
$99 for the minimum price.
Right. And what we did is so that way, people who cannot afford the $300 rate could do it at the $99 rate, and that way they would basically get a scholarship where other people paying the full amount that they can pay is covering the other $200 for them. So if you actually truly cannot afford it, not if you don't want to pay it, but if you actually can't afford it, we have a way to have $200 off of a $300 price tag. So
There's also a buy one get one if you
Oh,
buy
there's
one get
also a
one
buy
free.
one. Yeah, there's also
if you pay the full amount. Yeah.
There's also a buy one gift one. Yeah. Yeah. So we do have many major pricing discounts and options because we did not want price to be a barrier while also like making enough money to live and stuff.
So please check out our singing summer intensive.
Come hang, come have fun.
And-
We're gonna do a lot of sweet stuff.
And we'll see you next week on Friday, everybody. Happy July 4th.
Friday, mic drop.
Woo!
Double mic drop.
Bye, guys. Happy
Bye.
July 4th and happy Fan Friday.
Friday.
Take care.